This is our town, the place we call home.
Welcome to This Is Our Town with Jeff Yorkie, a local public affairs presentation on MonroeCountyRadio.com.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Our Town. I am Jeff Yorkie, and today, on today's show, we're going to talk a little real estate. And we're going to talk a little real estate with one of our new sponsors to This Is Our Town, and that is a representative from Coldwell Banker. Is it Coldwell Banker Haynes,
yes,
Lynda?
It is. Yep.
And it's Lynda Nickelson. Lynda, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate you having me on board here tonight.
Well, we love having you on, and we love the fact that you guys are going to be sponsoring This Is Our Town. And, one of the reasons that we wanted you guys on to sponsor us and to be on the show is to talk a little bit about what's so great about Monroe. But first of all, let's talk a little bit about you. So to start with, how'd you get affiliated with Coldwell Banker?
Wow. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with a lovely lady in our community whose name is Donna Overmeyer. She happens to be an agent at Coldwell Banker. She's sort of a staple in our community. Everybody knows of her. And when I moved into this community, she befriended me, and we stayed in touch. And she was diligent with her marketing and advertising, just like any good realtor should be. And after the years went by, we decided we were ready to buy a home. We called Donna. We purchased our first home with Donna and with Alan Haynes at Coldwell Banker. And they did a fantastic job. We loved the organization. We were very happy with them. Fast forward a few years down the road, and Donna recruited me to come on board. And I thought, what a great opportunity. So I took that opportunity and have loved it ever since.
And so you are a realtor, right?
Yes, correct.
And you have another position over there too, right?
I do, yes. A couple of years ago, they hired me to come on board as their director of training and recruitment.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you were never this isn't something that when you were younger you aspired to become a realtor. This really kind of happened almost by happenstance after you guys purchased your house.
Yes,
is that
true.
right?
Although it's funny you say that, because about 25 years prior, I had said to my dad once, geez, I'd like to do real estate. And he said to me, you should go and do this and do that, anything but real estate for some reason. So I did all of that, and now here I am doing what I love, and I do love it. It's a passion.
What is your favorite part about it?
Working with the people.
Yeah.
It's definitely a people-oriented business, and so that is absolutely my favorite part of it. Working with the clients, working with the agents, both in the office as well as out of the office. And there's a variety of things and a diversity of things that we're doing every day. You're not in the office doing the same thing over and over again. So I love the variety and the diversity. I love being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. You get to make your own hours and set your own time. And although there are some obviously restrictions, it's your day is your own.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's great about it is there's no income ceiling, right? I mean, when you're a realtor, the sky's the limit. It's really kind of, if it is to be, it's up to me. So, you can take the bull by the horns and make a great career.
Let's talk a little bit about the real estate market, because as everybody knows, when did you start? What year did you start? Do you remember?
I started about 3.5, almost 4 years ago now.
3.5, 4 years ago. So when you started, it was kind of the recovery period, right, of the real estate market?
Yep.
Because before that, I mean, the bottom kind of fell out in what was it, 2008 or something like that?
Yes, definitely.
And so you're fortunate enough that you have you seen it in the last 4 years since you've started doing it? Have you seen it growing pretty consistently?
Yes.
And that's across the board, not just because you've gotten better, right?
Right.
I mean, the company itself is just, and real estate in general, is just beginning to recover, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. In fact, last year was fantastic. Last year was just a great year for the real estate market nationwide, but specifically in Monroe. We pretty much met the same listing price on the market that we were at prior to the crash.
So just about a full recovery.
Just about a full recovery. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know. I mean, for a bunch of reasons. Obviously, when real estate prices are higher, it helps with the tax base, right?
Yeah, everything. It helps with everything.
And the tax base is important because a lot of the services that are provided to the community come as a result of the value of people's homes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what you're taxed on.
Yep.
So good because, hey, I'm a government employee. So the higher the taxes are, the more money I make. So, yeah.
Right,
No,
right.
No,
No
we don't all
comment,
want that.
no
No comment. No comment. But seriously, though, one of the reasons I do this show is because I love this community. I think it's a great community. I would think that as a realtor, it's really easy to sell Monroe. If you have somebody that is looking to move into this community, what do you say to them to sell them on this community?
Well, we do. We have a fabulous community. We have a lot of amenities at our fingertips. We have a whole wide variety of amenities, actually. We're right on the lake, so we have Lake Erie access all the time. We're on the river, and since they've dredged the river now, the fishing is fantastic. You can do kayaking and canoeing. So there's a lot of outdoor recreational activities. We have the state park at our fingertips and the marsh. And in addition to that, our community is fabulous. We have a very small, very tight-knit community, and people are very welcoming. When I moved here, everybody's a little bit worried when you move to a new city, how you're going to get acclimated. But fortunately, I was brought into the community with welcoming arms, and I was able to feel very comfortable very quickly.
It's funny that you say that because you and I were talking a little bit before the show started about how neither one of us are natives, right?
Right.
And that's hey, in Monroe, I mean,
Yes.
people expect you got to be from here, but I agree with you. I found that it was comfortable living here. It was comfortable moving here. That people are welcoming. It was easy to make Monroe home. And
Yes.
you originally came from Toronto, right?
Right.
And
Yep.
how long ago did you move into Monroe?
I've been here about 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah, and when I first moved into the community, I was looking for employment, and I stumbled upon a position with the United Way, who does fantastic things in this community.
Yes.
And I was fortunate enough to get hired on board, and I worked with kids in a mentoring program, and I was just welcomed on board from all of those people, and became very active in the nonprofit community, which is another huge aspect of this community. We have a very active nonprofit organization throughout our community. We do a lot of good work for people, animals, causes.
Yeah.
Right here in Monroe County, we should all be really proud of that.
And we've had a ton of those people on Monroe County Radio to discuss some of the things that they do. And it is one of the things that makes Monroe a great place to be. And it's really one of those things that attracts people, I think, to this community.
Definitely.
And I think you mentioned the proximity also to a lot of the, you got Detroit to the north of us, you got Toledo to the south, you've got a lot of entertainment in between, right?
Right. All easily accessible. And actually, what I'd like to mention, if I could, in fact, one of the reasons why I got on board with Coldwell Banker, coming out of the nonprofit industry, it was very important for me to align myself with an organization who likes to give back to the community. And that's one of the reasons why I did align myself with Coldwell Banker Haynes Real Estate, because we are consistently and constantly reaching out to our community in order to give back.
And tell us a little bit about that. What are some of the things that Coldwell Banker does for our community that people may not recognize?
Well, yeah, I mean, we do a whole variety of different things in terms of time, talent, and treasure. We do a lot of fundraising. All of the doors, for example, on all of the Habitat for Humanity homes are donated by Coldwell Banker Haynes Real Estate.
Really?
Yep. We do a lot of fundraising for Arthur Leslow Community Center. Recently, the last couple of years, we've done our Homes for Dogs event where we're raising money and making sure that pets that have no homes are getting adopted. So for Monroe Strays, for example, and the Devoted Barn. Most recently, we've aligned ourselves with Family Counseling and Shelter Services. And so we're doing a fundraiser for the Women's Shelter, the Domestic Abuse Women's Shelter. And in addition to that, we support all the local schools. We do Teal Attack at SMCC for ovarian cancer. We're just very active. And then a lot of our agents are board members on nonprofit organizations, and they donate their time as well as their talent in order to, make the community better. And we feel really proud of that.
Yeah, and I can tell, Lynda, just by the fact that you're able to roll all of those places, all of those different things that your company does for this community, and you don't even have to think about all the different things that you guys do. It's obvious to me that you guys are really a mainstay and really take your role as people that give back very seriously.
We really do. In fact, it's one of our core values. Last year, we went through an activity where we established our mission and our core values. And one of our core values for sure is community connection. We want to be connected to our community. We want to give back to our community. We want to make it a better place for everyone to live.
And now one of your roles, and we talked a little bit about this, we touched on it, is you're a trainer, right?
Yes.
And you guys are always looking for good people that want to come on board, not only help the community, but also maybe help their own pocketbooks a little bit. People-friendly type of individuals.
Yep.
That. So tell me a little bit about that part of it. What exactly is your role there, and what are you looking for in somebody that maybe is interested in getting involved with Coldwell Banker?
Sure. So I do training and recruitment. So when we have new agents coming in the office, we have a several week-long training program, which I absolutely love. I love working with the new agents and teaching them the ropes. And it's a good start, to get them off the ground and running quickly so that they can start helping people. And what I love most about this business is most of the people who I'm looking for are passionate about working with people. Right. It's fine, that people come in and they love to look at homes and design, that's fine. But what I'm really looking for are those people who love to chat with other people, who love to engage other people, who love to spend time meeting new people all the time. And then secondly, if they're passionate about providing the best customer service that they can to their clients, that's the second thing I'm looking for. And people, of course, who are entrepreneurs, who love to wear all the hats and who don't like to be bored, because being a realtor is never boring.
Never boring. and
never boring.
And you're never going to have same old boring 9 to 5 hours either, are you?
No. There's nothing mundane about real estate. One day you're in the office, the next day you're writing a purchase agreement, or you're showing a house, or you're at an inspection, or you're meeting with a new client and a new family, or you're closing on a home, which is very exciting for everybody.
Sure.
So it's a really fun career. It's excellent for someone who is outgoing and engaging and who wants to be an entrepreneur.
Now, what about the getting the license stuff? You got to get a license, right, to do this, don't you?
Yes, you do.
And,
Yep.
and now you're going to tell me that that's not at all boring? You're gonna tell me that that's exciting too?
Well, I'll tell you how we kill the boring.
Okay, tell me.
Well, Coldwell Banker Haynes, we offer two classes, usually one in the spring and one in the fall. And we hire a professional who comes in and teaches the pre-licensing course, which is a 40-hour required course.
Right.
And they usually condense it into a period of 2.5 weekends. Nobody else in the community offers that. And that's the way I did mine, is get in, get it done, quickly.
Yeah.
Then study for another 2 weeks, go take your tests, and of course you'll pass. And then you get licensed, and you're off and running.
You're off and running. You get to let the personality come out, and you get to be you. You get to have fun with the community and everything else. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So that is all pretty cool. So if somebody is interested in becoming a realtor with Coldwell Banker,
Yep.
got to contact you, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And how would they do that?
They can contact me, Lynda Nickelson, either at the office, 734-242-8484, or you can call me on my cell phone, 734-652-0358.
So that's if you want to get involved
Yes.
with Coldwell Banker,
Yep.
but also if you want to buy a house, right?
Absolutely.
Or if you want to sell a house,
Oh,
right?
yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Or property.
Right.
Or commercial. We take care of commercial at the office as well. We do it all. So, yeah, absolutely call us.
All right, give me those numbers one more time.
Okay, office 734-242-8484, and my personal cell phone number is 734-652-0358.
And we'll try to get that stuff on the online for everybody so that they can get that just by going to our Facebook page.
Fabulous.
Sound good?
Yeah, great.
All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you guys for sponsoring the show. I think that's fantastic. And number two, I want to really thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having us. We're really excited to be part of this program.
Well, great. And if there's ever anything else that you want to come on the show and discuss, by all means, the door's always welcome.
Oh, well, I'll take advantage of that.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
All right. That is all the time we have for this edition of This Is Our Town. I'm Jeff Yorkie. I want to thank everybody for listening, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.
Join us every Sunday at noon and Tuesday at 7 p.m. for another edition of This Is Our Town with Jeff Yorkie, a local public affairs presentation of MonroeCountyRadio.com.
This is our town, the place we call home.